Hey guys, what's up? It's Umbruhh here, and today I thought I'd be bringing you guys a Final Fantasy XIV commentary, and today I'd like to talk about how Square Enix could fix Final Fantasy XIV's PvP. Now, as you guys know, or if you play Final Fantasy XIV, you would know that it is kinda hard to get into a PvP match. Like, sometimes you have to be on certain hours of the day in order to get a fast queue, or if you don't know when is the correct time, you could see that it would take more than 30 minutes to pop into a queue for the feast or frontlines. It usually takes a while, and I think that is because of the lack of players playing PvP. So, and playing PvP myself and not really being satisfied with the changes that Stormblood brought, I had some ideas on how Square Enix could improve and maybe gather players' attentions for PvP in Final Fantasy XIV. So, let's get on with it. One of the main things I think they should fix is the abilities and how they work. Now, I know in Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, they introduced a completely new system where they separated PvE abilities and PvP abilities. So, for example, you have combos in this game primarily for melee and tank jobs. So, you have separate abilities that translate into a combo, such as for Dark Knight you have Hard Slash, then Spinning Slash, and then you have Power Slash. But in PvP, they all put that in one ability, so once you press it, it goes on to another ability, and then you press the button again and it goes on to another ability. I was kind of disappointed that they've severely cut the abilities where you have very little abilities in PvP, so I guess they tried to make it more accessible for new players and so that they could reduce the level requirement, because in Heaven's Ward the level requirement to do PvP was level 60 and they reduced it to level 30. I was kind of hoping they would do the same thing they did with Palace of the Dead and Heaven on High instead, where while in the overworld and in general your character could be 16, your character could be level 16, you could level up your character to level 60 or level 70 in Palace of the Dead or Heaven on High. I was kind of hoping they would, like, I guess boost your level just for PvP, that way you can have all of your abilities and not worry about trying to relearn your job just for PvP. That way you have all of your abilities and it doesn't feel dumbed down or strange when you're playing your job in PvP. Another thing I thought Square Enix can do to 14's PvP to help improve the experience is maybe add some endgame rewards behind it. So there's not really much incentive to do PvP at the moment, like other than grind wolf marks so you can get the styled for higher hairstyle or just get some weapon glamours. Now, I know they had some decent item level gear in Final Fantasy XIV and Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward, but there hasn't really been much incentive to do it for Stormblood. Like, pretty much all the gear that you can get in Stormblood is just glamour weapons. And I was thinking, since a lot of other MMORPGs offer gear progression behind PvP rather than just exclusively PvE or Eureka, it would offer players more choice in how they want to progress through the game, whether it be for PvE, Eureka, boring, crafting, or PvP. So that way it would give players more freedom, so if they want to unlock some of their gear through PvP, they could introduce a currency for unlocking gear. Now, a final method that I would like to mention that Square Enix could improve PvP is if they were to add more roulettes to the game for PvP. So far, the only PvP roulette that they have is the Frontlines roulette. If they could add a feast roulette, that would probably get more players to play in PvP, especially with more rewards, such as it would be a good way to level up your characters, and it would offer tombstones and more wolf marks. That would definitely grab some players' attention, and it'd be a great way to level up your character and earn some rewards as well. So that's how I wish that Final Fantasy XIV's PvP could be improved, but if you guys have some suggestions, comment down below on what you'd like to see improved for Final Fantasy XIV's PvP, or why it's good the way it is. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to give a like if you like it. Subscribe to my channel. I make Final Fantasy XIV content as well. Follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later. Love you all. Umbruhh, out.